Hi, welcome everyone. We'll be starting the free Learn It Live right on time in few minutes. Thank you for joining in early. Let me just quickly also stream live on a YouTube channel. Let me just check if you're streaming live there as well. Folks who have joined us live on YouTube channel, we are also streaming live there as well. So let me just give my introduction. I'm Rashak Khan. I'm your host of today's webinar, and I'm joining all the way from Bangalore, India. Would love to know where are you tuning in from. So you can let us know by dropping in your name and where are you tuning in from on the chat here. And as this is a global webinar, you'll be seeing a lot of people joining us from different parts of the world. So please do that. Please make sure to give your introductions here. I see a lot of folks have already joined in. We have a free Learn It Live session lined up for you. And we have an interesting topic to cover here, Java versus JavaScript. And what is the right learning path for you in very much detail. We already have a speaker here with us as well, Akash Kale. And I see a lot of introductions have already started coming in. Meanwhile, you are giving our amazing introductions on the chat. Let me just quickly take you through the few quick ground rules we have here for the session. So you have an amazing experience here. Also, meanwhile, you are giving your introduction. Let me know if my voice is audible to you. If all clear, just checking once. You can just reply by saying yes or no if my voice is audible to you or not. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Please keep the introductions coming in. And I'll just look down your introductions shortly. I'm just going to take you through the quick ground rules we have here for the session. So you need to put down your questions in the Q&A box in case you have any questions for our speaker, Akash. And Q&A box will definitely help because as you can see, the chat box is completely blowing up and it will be really hard for us to go and find your question there. And also, the session is being recorded in case you would want to go through the recording of the session once again. In case you've missed anything, please don't worry. You can expect a follow-up email from us with the recording link to view. Also, for the webinar certificate for attending this webinar, you will have to stay till the end of the session. So this free Learn It Live session is of 19 minutes of duration. And in order to basically attain the webinar certificate for attending the session, you will have to request a proof of attendance towards the end of the webinar. So in the post-webinar survey pop-up by Zoom. So that will happen once the session ends in 90 minutes and you will get a pop-up which basically will be asking you a very easy question which says that, what name would you like to see on the webinar certificate? So we'll need the data in order to give you that webinar certificate. So please make sure you stay till the end for the webinar certificate. And those are the quick ground rules here. And this program is powered by Simplilearn, world's #1 online bootcamp. We are very proud that we have been in the digital skills training space for almost a decade now. And we have transformed lives by empowering people via digital skills like AI, machine learning, data science, business analytics, cybersecurity, cloud computing, DevOps, full stack development, which is the topic today. We'll be covering the FSD topic today, project management, and many more categories. We have advanced over 5 lakh plus careers in over 150 plus countries. We have 800 plus qualified trainers here. And starting with the agenda of today's session very quickly. The first and the most important agenda of today's session is about you, getting to know a little bit about you, how we can help you out in your full stack developer career better and address all of your queries here. You might have about a full stack developer career or about the topic we'll be covering and also about the program we'll be covering afterwards. And the second agenda of today's session is a very interesting topic we'll be covering in this free Learn It Live session, Java versus JavaScript. And basically choosing the right learning path for you in 2024. This will be covered in very much detail by our expert speaker, Akash Kale. Folks, I'm so sorry. Folks who are sharing email IDs on the chat, you don't have to share it here. It will be towards the end of the session. I'll nudge you about the ground rules once again during the session on the chat. So don't worry in case you have missed anything because I see a lot of new folks are joining in. In case you have missed anything, please don't worry. I'll nudge about it on the chat here throughout the session and also towards the end as well. So please don't worry about that. Next agenda of today's session is about the full stack developer MERN Stack Master's Program by Simplilearn. What exactly this program offers? I'll be quickly taking you through the enrollment steps of the program as well after basically knowing your interest towards the program. And also there'll be a special duration for the Q&A part. So whenever the speaker gets time during the session as well, speaker basically can answer or address your queries based on that. But in case we are not able to answer it immediately, please don't worry. Just have a little patience. We'll answer it towards the end of the session. There'll be a special duration for the Q&A part. I hope that makes the agenda clear for today. Moving on to the first poll question of the session. As I mentioned that we'll be getting to know a little bit about you. So let's start with a quick poll here to understand how many years of experience do you currently have. So let me just quickly launch this poll for you on Zoom, and you can just quickly go and vote for the option which is the most suitable for you. The first option here is currently studying. Second one, 0 to 3 years of experience. Third one, 3 to 5 years of experience. And the fourth one, more than 5 years experience. I see a lot of you folks have joined us on the YouTube live chat box as well. You can just let me know by typing in the options on the YouTube live chat box. Also, just meanwhile you are basically responding for this poll here, let me just quickly go through the introductions here. I see on the YouTube live chat box where we're streaming, Brendan has joined us from South Africa, William from Nigeria, Priyanka from Bangalore. I see Marju from Tunisia, Priyanka from Bangalore, and I see Nisar Ali saying that Simplilearn is too much good platform to learn. I see awesome. And I see Kristen joining us from Philippines on the Zoom here. I see Sonar has joined us from Mumbai. I see Collins has joined us from Nigeria. Happy to be here. Thank you, Simplilearn. Says Colin here. Ashish Pandya has joined us from Ahmedabad. And I see Hafsa has joined us from Minnesota. A lot of amazing introductions on the chat here. Thank you so much for your amazing introductions. I see most of you have responded for the poll here. How many years of experience do you currently have? But a few of you are still responding. So I'll just give last 5 seconds, folks. Last 5 seconds for the poll here, which is live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll. And also share the results with you folks. Let's see what have you voted for. So I see 50% of the folks who have voted for currently studying, 28% of you have voted for 0 to 3 years, and 17% of you have voted for more than 5 years. 7% of you have voted for 3 to 5 years. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. That definitely gives us and our speaker an understanding of how to tailor his responses according to the kind of audience with an experience set has joined us. So thank you so much for that. And moving on to our speaker introduction here, would love to welcome Akash Kale, who will be the expert speaker for this Learn It Live session we have planned. Akash, a very good evening to you. It's always a pleasure hosting you. And just quickly would like to introduce Akash here. So Akash here has total 18 years of experience in the IT field, training as well as development, and also has expertise in Java, UI, cloud-related technologies like Core, JE, Spring Framework, Spring Boot, HTML, L5, CSS3, JavaScript, Angular, to name a few of them from a long list here. He has delivered more than 250 plus freshers as well, a later batch in all IT industry, like IBM, TCS, Wipro, Deloitte, Samsung, EY, Infosys, and Hexaware, etc., just to name a few of them. So Akash, would like to welcome you once again. And I'm pretty sure this slide does not cover the amount of experience and expertise you have. So would love to hear from you as well. And once again, we have an interesting session lined up here, which we'll be talking more about. Meanwhile, I see that you're setting up your background here. Please take your time. No worries.
Yeah. Well.
Meanwhile, folks, I see Joseph has joined us from Kenya. Marvin has joined us from Peru. Okay, awesome. Sonar says that this has taught me a DevOps course. By this, what do you mean? So, Abhijit Sonar, do let me know. And also, a lot of introductions on the chat here. Let me just quickly browse through the chat. I see Reni has joined us, and from Kigali City, Rwanda. Yamini has joined us from Hyderabad, and I see Tichinda has joined us from Cameroon. Durga says I'm a fresher, and Sangeeta has joined us from Orissa. Adnan Zahir has joined us from Pakistan. Kamran from Pakistan as well. Neha from Kolkata. Yeah, I think means Akash only. I think someone has replied, our speaker. Akash, we have gotten a fellow alumni of you as well from the DevOps course on the chat. So I think your camera looks fine now. Okay, like we would love to know your introduction here, because I was mentioning to the crowd here that the slide does not cover the amount of skills and experience you have. So we would love to know it from you as well.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hi guys. Akash here now. Already she's given the introduction about myself now, and when I come to the IT industry, I have more than 18 plus of year of experience. So I handle a lot of fresher as well as latter batches. When it comes to the technology wise, I'm very good in a programming related technologies which come Java, Python, C Sharp, PHP, web technologies are there, which you can see these are Java related technologies are there. Then JavaScript related technologies are there like Angular, React, MySQL, Oracle, MongoDB. These are database related are there. And I deliver a lot of DevOps also. Which I come to the DevOps, I can say Docker, Kubernetes, GitHub now, Jenkins, all these things are there. No. Next, when it come to the training wise, I deliver a lot of training for the corporate batches, which will come the fresher as well as lateral people are there, no, which is working from 0 to we can say 20 plus of year of experience in that same technologies. And these are some few client name mentioned in the slides like IBM, TCS, Wipro, Deloitte. I'll still more on that. Yeah, next slides. Now, so today, yeah,
So
please.
sorry to interrupt you. So we'll be talking about the free Learn It Live session topic here. And basically for the webinar certificate, so this duration, just to clear out, is much longer than a normal webinar. So this one is of 90 minutes of duration. So you'll have enough time to basically interact with the speaker, Akash, and ask any questions. So please divert the questions towards the Q&A box. Over to you, Akash.
Yeah. Now, the today's main agenda is what now? We need to understand Java versus JavaScript now. So the big question will come, people will they will get a lot of confused what now, can I learn the Java or can I learn the JavaScript, which one is a good now? So first, before start, differences between when I come to the industry, there are a lot of languages are there. Some language came, some language are outdated now, or some language still the sustain a market. If I come to like a C language, which is introduced in 1970 now, but still present in the market now. Java came in 90, still present in the market. JavaScript also there now. So now both are good in both place now, but depend upon what type of application you're going to develop, what type of you're from which background, it's a matter now. So the first question, Java, JavaScript, they are independent. They're not dependent upon each other. Some because the name will consider like a, if I know Java, I can learn the JavaScript. If you know JavaScript, I can learn the Java. So that's not a correct now. Both are different now. So first, when I come to their Java, Java is a programming language. It is an object-oriented programming language, and JavaScript is scripting language. I'll repeat once again. Java is a object-oriented programming language, and JavaScript is a scripting language. Why the name is given JavaScript now? Because maximum syntax in Java, script follow like a Java. So if you know Java, you can learn easily JavaScript now, but not mandatory now. Both are independent languages are there now. So one is a programming language and one is a scripting language. Okay, can I go next slide? Yeah. So which I already mentioned here now, there are some features are there now. So Java is robust, object-oriented programming language now. Okay. Now, no, not like that. So one participant mentioned, JavaScript doesn't support oops. No, because in JavaScript also nowadays we are calling it support all oops concept which support by Java. Because in JavaScript there are new versions came introduced now, which is called ES6, ES7, ES8. ES9 now. So old version of the JavaScript we are calling as it is a object-based programming language, but nowadays JavaScript also known as a object-oriented programming language. But difference, it is a scripting language, it is an object-oriented language now. Okay. So Java is a robust object-oriented programming language widely used for building the enterprise level application. When I say enterprise means we can say banking related applications, e-commerce applications, okay, online shopping application where the preferable now. The main benefit of the Java is a platform independent programming language. So write once, run anywhere. But there are some languages are platform dependent. I'll repeat, there are some languages are platform dependent. And Java is known as a static typing now, because in Java, we need to do compile the program, we need to run the program. I'll repeat, we need to compile the program, we need to run the program. But JavaScript, it is called interpreter language now. No need to compile the program, directly run the program. So the language which is called static typing, we need to compile it, we need to run it now. Yeah, next slide. So what are the benefits of the Java used for Android application development, mobile applications? Prefer for large scale projects like a banking, finance, e-commerce, or still more now. And it's mainly used for client side as well as server side, but mainly Java used for the server side programming language to develop the websites. Like a with the framework like a Spring is there, which I can say Sturs is there, JSF is there, or still more languages are available. Java now. Yeah, next slide. So the main features of Java is what now here now? It's a very simple now. The people from some programming background, if you know C or C++, it is very easy to learn the Java because there are a lot of drawbacks and limits of the C language, which is resolved by Java now. Object oriented, because C is a procedure language. When I come to Java, C++, it support all OOPS feature where we can say object, class, encapsulation, polymorphism, all these things are there. High performance, it's a very high performance. Secure, because Java is because of bytecode. If the people know Java, because of the bytecode, Java is a high secure programming language. Architecture neutral, so platform independent now. Okay. Portable means write once, run anywhere. Maybe if you move from 32 bits to 64 bits or any other architecture of the OS, no problem. Dynamic, multi-threading, distributed. So there are a lot of features which support by Java, which is introduced in 1990, but still in the industry, lot of applications, lot of tools, lot of device based upon the Java. So these are some few features which is introduced in the Java. Yeah, next slide. Can I go next slide? No, we can't say Python is a bad language. Now, we can't say Python is a bad language. Please understand Python and Java, both are language introduced. I'll repeat, both are language introduced in 1990 now. But when you come to the Python is known as a dynamic typing. Okay, so it is called dynamic typing now. Okay, I'll tell dynamic typing means what now. For example, the programming language is called static typing means before compile the program, we need to tell the variable what type of value it will hold now. Take one example. I'm planning to store some name now. So my name is Akash. So I need to tell in a language, I need to declare the variable with what data types now, like a string name Akash. But the language is called dynamic now. The variable, no need to declare it now. So based upon what type of value, assign the variable behind that type of data types. So in industry, dynamic typing also has the advantage as well as disadvantages now. Now example, if the language support dynamic typing concept now, okay, it's good if you know Spring Boot. So those language is not good for banking applications because if I can say the customer information, I have to store the customer ID. It must be number type now. So that time, this type of language not suitable for that now. Like a very example, Python and JavaScript both are type of dynamic typing now. So here now we are talking about the what is the benefits are there now. It is a dynamic interpreter. So JavaScript you no need to compile it directly run on browser now. But Java, we need to compile it, we need to run it now. And primarily used for front end as well as back end. But the point, remember, when the JavaScript introduced, the main intention of JavaScript to do the client-side scripting language, or mainly for validation. Some people ask, what is meant by validation? Without writing username password, when you click the submit button in any form of Gmail or Facebook now, so the empty request will pass to the server-side technology. So that time they're expecting, can you do some validation on client side? The main intention of the JavaScript to do validation now. But nowadays, please remember, JavaScript is become equal to Java because of Node.js. There is one of the server-side technology introduced, Node.js, which is based upon the JavaScript now. So with the help of Node.js, nowadays we can say JavaScript also backend technology now. So what are things we can do in a Java? Same thing we can do in a JavaScript also now. And that was, it is primarily used for developing now front end as well as back end. Known for its versatility and flexibility, and we type with the dynamic typing. So dynamic typing is one of the great features of JavaScript, which has some limitation as well as drawbacks as well as benefits or features we can say now. We can't say, see, both are good in their level. Please try to understand. We can't say Java is also good, depend upon type of applications. JavaScript is also good now. But before Node.js, JavaScript is only known as a client-side scripting language. But after Node.js, JavaScript also known as a client-side as well as server-side scripting language. Now the big question will come, what? Can I learn the Java? Can I learn the JavaScript? So main difference, what try to understand? If you are good in a programming, you like the coding more now. So I'll prefer always Java is a good programming language. So where we can play with the code now. But you are not good on programming now. You are good in a designing part now. You have some basic knowledge about the programming now. Then JavaScript is a good now. Because nowadays, what are things we can do with the Java? Same thing we can do with the JavaScript. So both are like equal now because of Node.js. Okay, so JavaScript, what are the things are there? Front end, back end, all this we can do now. So what are the application developed? Front end application, back end application. Even JavaScript also nowadays we can develop the mobile-based application. I'll repeat, we can develop the mobile-based application. That's because of Reactive Native. Okay, so these are some benefits or type of application which we can develop with the help of JavaScript. Yeah, next slide. What are the key features of the JavaScript now? What are the key features of JavaScript? It's an interpreter language now. So now question will come, what is meant by interpreter and compiler and interpreter? Compilers means we need to convert whole code in some format. I'll repeat, we need to convert the whole code in one format, and that is called compiler now. So Java is a compiler as well as interpreter. So we need to do two work in a Java, but in JavaScript, only need to check the code line by line. Interpreter means check the code, get the output. JavaScript async feature is there now, asynchronous now. Like a same thing in Java, we can do multi-threading features now. Then prototype base. Nowadays, old version of JavaScript we are calling as a prototype base, but nowadays even we can say as a object base now. Platform independent, because JavaScript also platform independent, browser independent. Okay. Functional style. I'll repeat, functional style. If the people know Java from Java 8 onwards, we call as a Java also functional style programming language. Even JavaScript support object-oriented programming language and dynamic typing now. Java static typing and JavaScript is a dynamic typing. Yeah, next slide. Now, so now differences now here. What are the differences we have now? Primarily used for the Java server-side development. Mainly server-side technology is very strong in a Java now. Mainly Servlet, JSP, Spring Boot. If the people know Java. JavaScript mainly focus on web development. Other people say only web development or only front-side technology. No. Because of Node.js, even JavaScript also we can do. Backend also now. Equal to Java. Compilation, it will compile into some bytecode format. So Java do compilation as well as interpreter, both the purpose. But JavaScript will do only interpreter at the runtime. Here we do compile as well as run. Here we need to do only interpreter. Syntax strongly typed, compiled is loosely typed interpreter. So it's very strict. Every syntax we need to follow properly. Very strict, very strong programming language. Loosely typed, very simple. Platform, platform independent. This is browser independent. Okay, in any browser as well as platform independent also we can say now. Development role, backend development, enterprise level applications mainly here now focus. This is front end coding, less coding compared to Java, mainly concentrated on the UI development, front end side technology. Because a lot of people heard about lot of library or framework based upon the JavaScript, like you can say jQuery, you can say React, Angular, Vue.js. Okay, lot of library. There are thousands of library or framework based upon the JavaScript now. Mobile app development, Android. The Android is based upon the Java only. But when it come to the JavaScript now, framework like a React Native is equal to we can develop the application. Yes, one participant has Sonar, Django, also one of the Python base. So if you are planning to work on a Python, that's a different flavor now. Now the question some people ask now, Java good or Python good? That's a different concept here now. But nowadays, if you're planning to do some machine learning, I'll repeat, we're planning to do some machine learning, AI, that's a different stream now. Then Python is one of the good language. Now some people tell, I know Java. Can I do machine learning? Yes. I know JavaScript. Very good in JavaScript. Can I do machine learning? Yes. So using Java, using JavaScript also, you can do machine learning. But if you're planning to start machine learning, your non-programming background, then Python is one of the good option at this point of time. There are a lot of framework based upon the Java, Spring, Hibernate, Stars, JSF, or still more. And there are a lot of frameworks or library based upon the JavaScript, React, and Angular. And these are some ID we are using Java. A lot of IDs are there, like Eclipse is there, IntelligentJ is there, MyEclipse is there. But when you come to the JavaScript, Visual Studio, Sublime, or still more now. Yeah, next slide. Now the question will come, if I learn Java, okay, what type of job I'll get it in industry, what type of role I can do now. So these are some few roles like a Java developers and engineers. Design and maintain Java apps from the enterprise mobile applications. Android developers we can become. Backend developers we can. Enterprise development. So mainly using Java enterprise edition, we call enterprise editions. Software architect for design complex scalable Java system. Technical lead, architect level. This type of role if you are from Java background. Yeah, next slide. Coming to the JavaScript, mainly JavaScript focus on front end now. Mainly focus on front end side now, where we can develop the front end side technology like with the help of HTML, CSS, jQuery, React, Angular, Vue.js. Backend also possible because of Node.js. So what are things we can do in Java using Spring Boot or JW technology? Everything we can do with the help of Node.js. Even nowadays, there are a lot of stack introduced, which is based upon the JavaScript, MERN Stack, MERN Stack. Completely front end, back end, completely JavaScript now. UI, UX developer, you can say. Mobile, which is like a, we can say native. Okay, native API, we can say now. Web development engineer. So these are some different domains, which is also available in a JavaScript.
Thank you so much, Akash, for taking us through the free learn it like topic here for Java versus JavaScript. And I see a lot of you folks, putting down your questions in the Q&A box and also on the chat box. I'm sorry, we might have missed your questions in the chat box. So please make sure if you have any questions, go and put it on in the Q&A box. This is a really good time for that. Also, and now you're here because you're interested in full stack development and knowing more about it. So we would love to know what exactly is stopping you from becoming a full stack developer here. So I'm just launching a quick poll here to understand what exactly are the challenges you're facing or what's stopping you from becoming a full stack developer. And this one is a multiple choice poll, so you can select multiple options because there can be multiple concerns when it comes to pursuing a career in full stack development. Also, I'm just reading out these options for you. The first one here is I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. Second one, I wouldn't get the practical exposure I need to become job ready. And third one, I find it difficult to learn from pre-recorded videos. And the fourth one, my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. I see a lot of you have already responded for the poll here, but I think I'll just give 10 seconds more for a few of the folks who are still thinking about it. And folks who have joined us live on our YouTube live channel as well. We're streaming live there as well. Folks who have joined us live on our YouTube channel, if you have any questions, you can put it down on the YouTube live chat box. We'll be taking questions from there as well shortly. And folks who have started putting their questions, fantastic questions in the Q&A box on Zoom here. We'll be addressing your questions shortly. Awesome. Last 5 seconds for the poll here, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll and share the results with you quickly. Let's see what have you voted for. So 45% of you have voted for I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. And 45% of you have voted for my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. And 31% of you have voted for I wouldn't get the practical exposure I need to become job ready. And 23% of the votes are for I find it difficult to learn from pre-recorded videos. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And we will be moving towards the program introduction here and talking more about full stack development. So this master's program by Simplilearn, full stack Java developer program, MERN Stack, is in collaboration with IBM, and it comes with a comprehensive curriculum with an industry aligned learning path. We'll be talking more about the learning path in much more detail in the upcoming slides. You get access to integrated case studies and hands-on projects of practical experience. A lot of you majorly of you have voted for, you wouldn't get the practical exposure you need to get job ready. So this program actually gives you that practical exposure. We'll be talking more about how this program basically helps you with that and also helps you showcase that practical experience, to your future employees. Also, the interaction here is live. It's a blended sort of learning, and also you get basically interact with the instructor and also your fellow students as well in the program. The program duration here is of 6 months, and you can just complete it by giving 10 to 15 hours per week. This makes it very flexible to fit your lifestyle for especially for folks who are working professionals here. A lot of you have asked me like if I'm eligible, to take up a master's program like this. So just let me quickly take you through the eligibility and the prerequisites for the program here. Any technical degree or equivalent will be, eligible for taking up this program. You need to have a basic programming language, and basically are not required to have any prior experience here. Also, moving on, how this program prepares you. So quickly taking you through the steps here. So Akash, would you like to take us through the steps, how exactly this full stack Java developer MERN Stack master's program helps build the learner's FSD skills step by step, starting with the induction for the full stack development MERN program and following up with the instructions.
Okay, yeah. So when you come to the MERN stack, so the MERN stack is what now? M means MongoDB, that's the database, or sometimes some client or some organization even they prefer the MySQL database. So mainly there are two type of database we use generally. MongoDB, which is called NoSQL database, which is store the data in some non-table format, which I can say JSON format, or MongoDB. E is called Express.js, which is one of the module part of Node.js, which will help to create the backend technology. R is called React.js now, which is mainly for develop the front-end side technology. And N is called Node.js. So the introduction to the full stack development here now, MERN, that's I'll repeat once again, MongoDB, or even we can say MySQL. E for Express.js, which help to develop the backend technology. R for React.js, and N for Node program. So now we'll do what now here now. Once the introduction we'll give here now and build a strong MERN foundation now. So when you want to run the MERN foundation means obviously we'll start from the front end side technologies are there now. So here we'll teach you design the dynamic front end with the React. We will cover you HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. So at this point of time, you become a strong to how to develop the web application, front end side technology, we can say now. Then obviously when developing the application, we need to follow some set of rules and regulations. Okay, some standard. That purpose we need to cover the data structures and algorithm using the JavaScript. Because the MERN stack means your backend and front end completely JavaScript. So like some people, if you know Java, some people know Python, some people know C. There also we do data structure and algorithm. Same thing in JavaScript also we do the data structure and algorithm to improve front end and back end now. And after that, with the data structure, will help us to develop the backend technology. So in the backend, mainly we use the Express.js and Node.js. And with the help of those modules, we will teach you how to connect the database, mainly preferable MongoDB. In a MERN stack, MongoDB is a preferable now. So here the Node.js, Express.js mainly help us to create the backend technology, and the React is help to develop the front-end side technology. And we will teach you how to interact with these two technology with the help of RESTful web service. There's a topic is called RESTful web service. We'll cover you how to connect. And backend is your what? MongoDB. And after this all the cover, we will teach you how to develop the Capstone project based upon the real-time organizations are there now. And after each module, we are going to develop some phase end project because these are called phase now. Phase end project, phase end project, phase end project. And after this, all the phases done now, we'll cover now capstone end project based upon the client requirement.
Thank you so much, Akash, for taking through the steps here, the learning path for the full stack developer MERN stack program. Also talking about the elective here. As I mentioned earlier, that we have partnership with IBM here. Here in elective, you get IBM reactive architecture and reactive microservices. Elective here is optional. It is up to you if you want to take it up. It comes as a part of the program, and we don't charge anything extra for that. Also, talking about all the tools, libraries, and platforms, Akash, you can master through this master's program. As we can see, there are so many tools here to start with, but I would love like if you can shed some light on these tools, libraries, and platforms. We'll be covering this program.
So if you see here now, these are some tools we use in generally while developing the full stacks are there now. Few tools or few technology come under the front end now, which we can say HTML, CSS, JavaScript. These are the part come what now? Front end side technologies are there now. Git is one of the very important tool nowadays using in industry, which help to share the data between one team to another teams are there, which is a part of DevOps now. When you come to the Express.js, Node.js, these are the part. So these are the parts mainly come to the backend side technology. These are the backend side technology. In a Node.js, there's a Express.js is a module is there to help to create the backend side technology. React.js, front-end side technology. Sometimes some client preferable even Angular also. Some client prefer even Vue.js also. Because there are a lot of library and frameworks are available in the market now. But to learn this one, we need HTML, CSS, JavaScript is the base. And then client maybe React, maybe Angular, maybe Vue.js. Nowadays, people are moving only React because of simple to learn now. MongoDB is a database. Sometimes we use the MySQL database, but preferable MongoDB database. Then to create the containerized application, we prefer the Dockers. Is a Docker. Git Docker is a part of your DevOps tools are there now. And obviously, when you develop any application, we need to test those applications. So there are a lot of testing tools are available now, like a Mocha, Jenkins is there, okay, Jade is there, a lot of other tools are there now. And now, obviously, when you develop the application, we need to do some CI/CD tool now. That's called continuous integration and continuous deployment. That's taken care by this Jenkins tool now. Jenkins tool, which is also part of the DevOps tool now. And after that, we need to deploy that application in some cloud environment. So there are a lot of clouds are available. Maybe AWS is there, Azure is there, Google Cloud is there, Oracle Cloud is there, but preferable AWS. So these are some tools. Some part is part of front end, some are back end, some are database, some are part of DevOps tools are there.
Thank you so much, Akash, for taking us through these tools, libraries, and platforms, which we'll be covering in this full stack developers MERN Stack Masters program by Simplilearn. Also, Akash, you have already mentioned about the capstone projects here. We'll be covering this program. I'm pretty sure the learners here would love to know what exactly is a capstone project and how exactly working on these capstone projects through this master's program help them. Basically showcasing their basically these projects to their future employers, where some kind of experience is required when applying for these jobs?
So when you come to the Capstone project, what we'll do now here now, what are things we cover, which I already mentioned, the front-end side technology, which will come HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. When you come to back-end side technology, which will come the Node.js, Express.js, database is a MongoDB, and then we'll cover Git concept, then we'll cover the Docker and Jenkins and how to deploy the applications are there now. So those all the topics which we cover and end up this all the phase now, because those topics will cover phase by phase now. And after the end of those all the training, we will cover the Capstone project. And those are the Capstone project is based upon the real-time examples. Because in industry, what type of real-time example you're using, and that we are going to expose for you, and we will give the real-time example, how from beginning to end, you're going to develop the application by phase, and how you're going to deploy your project as a live now. And that is you're going to cover in this Capstone project. Like you take one example like e-commerce application, take an example like a banking application, take one example like a product management system now with the different real-time examples. And these are the Capstone project is always, if I go to the every batch, is always change. So based upon the client requirement, every time we'll introduce a new Capstone project based upon client requirement.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much for sharing about the Capstone projects here. Also, talking about the full stack developer industry growth and salary here. Interestingly, we have actually seen a 35% of annual growth for the full stack developer jobs from 2015 to 24, and 12K plus full stack developer job postings available in India. And the full stack developer, the annual salary, this is like really important, right? So a minimum of starting from 6 lakhs INR per annum to an average of 12 lakhs per annum, to a maximum of 20 lakhs per annum. A full stack developer annual salary is basically, vector from Glassdoor here. Talking about the companies, that basically will be hiring FSD professionals here. LinkedIn, Amazon, Google, Book My Show, or you being very few of them from hundreds, which you can show on the screen. And we are getting a repetitive question here. I'm not sure if you have answered this, Akash, like why MongoDB is the preferred DB. Like we have gotten multiple questions, from folks here. Maybe if you can help us answer that question, that will be great as well. Sorry, I'll just repeat it again. That we have gotten multiple questions asking us that why MongoDB is the preferred DB, Akash, when we
Yeah.
were talking
So
about it.
yeah. So what is happened now? It depend upon the client requirement. There are before MongoDB. If I come to the databases are there. There are a lot of databases are there. Like if I take example, MySQL is there, RDBM. These are all come under the RDBMS database, which is called Relational Database Management System, where example Oracle is there, MySQL is there, DB2 is there, PostgreSQL database are there now. So what will happen now when it come to the RDBMS database, your data must be stored in a table format. But nowadays, if we see in a Google, Gmail, Facebook, we can't expect all data must be in structure format because everything convert in a table format is one of the biggest challenge in industry now. So the people are nowadays preferable. Can I get some database which is no SQL? I'll repeat, there is no SQL means apart from table, any other format can they support? Yes. So there are a lot of database came in a market. NoSQL is one of the database called MongoDB. I'll repeat, NoSQL database is MongoDB, Cassandra, HBase, Neo4j. So like that, lot of different databases are there. No, so some database just store data in a document format. Some database store the data in a some column format. Some database just store data in a graph format. So because nowadays we can't expect data always in a structure format. Okay, so non-structure format or semi-structure format. So like a MongoDB, we are storing the data in a simple JSON. Some people ask, what is meant by JSON? Like a simple key value format. That's called JavaScript object notation. So MongoDB is a preferable, I can say, no. But sometime no, I want table format. You can move on MySQL database also possibility.
Thank you so much for answering that, Akash. I hope Mohammed Salim that answers your question. Also, moving on to the next slide here, what exactly you'll be getting from this program. Simplilearn's Full Stack Developer MERN Stack Master's Certificate here, which you can see on the screen here. This is from Simplilearn. You can see it is for Full Stack Developer MERN Stack Master's Program. You can see this is basically to certify your name here and also basically the certification here. And just to sum it up quickly, you'll be getting 40 plus micro skilling exercises and 6 plus work-like professional projects, which we have talked about. And also you can develop expertise in 10 plus full stack development tools and frameworks, which we talked about in detail. Also, you can build a robust Git portfolio to showcase your proficiency in building dynamic web applications here. So we would love to know your interest in enrolling into the full stack developer MERN Stack Masters program by Simplilearn. I'm just launching a quick poll here to understand your interest. You can respond as yes to share your interest here. Also, after you respond your interest as yes, learning consultants from Simplilearn will be reaching out to you and they will be taking you through a much more detailed walkthrough of the program. I'll be sharing the enrollment steps and the program fee and the upcoming cohort in the next slide. So for folks who I see a lot of questions about the fee and when is the immediate cohort which is starting, because I see a few people responding as yes who would like to join as well the program. So I'll be sharing that in the upcoming slides, folks. Meanwhile, we would love to know your interest in enrolling into the full stack developer MERN Stack Masters program by Simplilearn. Just to quickly summarize, this program duration is of 6 months. You can just complete it by giving 10 to 15 hours per week here. In case you're a working professional and we need to have any kind of technical degree for joining this program. A basic programming language, is basically is it preferred is good, and I see someone responding on the chat here as well that I'm already enrolled. Very happy about it. Just love Simplilearn. Thank you so much for that. And I see a few alumni have also joined us. So would love to know your experience on the chat here. If you would like to share with us, please go ahead and do that. Meanwhile, I see you folks are voting for the poll for enrollment here to share your interest as yes. Please do let us know. And this is a really good time in case you have any questions, you're curious about the full stack developer MERN Stack Masters program. You can drop us your questions, your queries in the Q&A box. We have plenty of questions in the Q&A box, which we'll be answering very soon, very shortly. And we are here to guide you through any queries you may have. Let's make your learning journey seamless here. And also, I see that please can I get a project video tutorial to learn from front end so I can get jobs, please. What I do is I see a lot of folks have joined from different countries here. I'll be sharing the program link as well with you for you to have a look in case you want to immediately go and apply as well. So let me just quickly do that. Awesome. I see most of you have responded for this poll here. Let's give like 10 seconds more for the folks who are still responding. And the folks who have joined us live on a YouTube channel, you can just quickly go and share your interest towards enrollment by clicking on the link which you see on the top here. Basically white mark here, and you can just click on that and it will take you to the enrollment page and you can share a few details to quickly basically get the enrollment call from Simplilearn's Learning Consultant. And I see more questions coming in the Q&A box. That's great. We will be answering your questions shortly. Awesome. Last 5 seconds for the poll here, folks. I see most of you have responded, but last 5 seconds for the few of the folks who are still responding or thinking about it. I'll be sharing the cost of the program after this slide and details about the enrollment steps and the upcoming cohorts for folks who basically want to know those details as well. So please don't worry. So last 5 seconds for the folks for the poll here. Are you interested in enrolling into the full stack developer MERN Stack Masters program by Simplilearn? You can just quickly go and respond as yes to share your interest towards enrollment. And last 5 seconds for the poll here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me quickly end the poll. Thank you so much. We saw a lot of interest coming towards the enrollment towards the program here, master's program. So let me just quickly take you through enrollment steps here. So the enrollment steps which I'll be sharing with you, these are 3 simple, easy steps you will have to follow. So now that you have shared your interest towards enrollment, so the learning consultants from Simplilearn will be reaching out to you and they will be taking you through these exact 3 simple, easy steps. So I'm just giving you an overview of it. So if you are aware basically what's going to happen after this. So the step 1 here is you will have to submit an application to us at askus@simplilearn.net. The step 2 here is based on the application you submit and based on the eligibility and the prerequisites we have shared earlier. Application will be reviewed based on your qualifications, and based on that, you'll be getting admissions offered from Simplilearn's learning consultant. And those are the 3 simple, easy steps for enrollment here. Now, talking about the program schedule and the program fee, a lot of you have asked, like, when is the next immediate cohort who have shared interest to basically join the program. So the program induction for the next immediate cohort is happening on 3rd April, and the classes for this will be starting on 20th April. Also, the program fee here for RW candidates is $1,449 here, plus GST. And here for Indian candidates, the fee here for the master's program is 53,999 INR rupees, including GST here. In case you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at askus@simplilearn.net. I'm just sharing that email ID with you on the chat here. So in case, even after this webinar, in case you have any questions, please don't worry. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us at askus@simplilearn.net. I'm just sharing that email ID on the chat here. Also, folks, we have limited seats per cohort in order to make sure that you're getting all the attention that is required when you're taking this program. So we do have limited seats for this particular immediate cohort. So if you are planning to take this one, please do mention that with the learning consultants from Simplilearn. Also, let me just go back and also share my the program page with you. So let me just do that. I'm just going to open Simplilearn quickly and just going to open the program here. This is the program. I'm just quickly going to go and share the link with you here as well, in case you want to basically immediately enroll into the program. You can just quickly go through this program here, and you can just click on the link which I've shared with you on chat. And as you can see, all the details which I've shared with you are there in this particular. You can go and download the syllabus here as well. You can enroll here by clicking enroll and share your few details like email, phone number, and mobile number. You can see all the key features of the program here in the certificate, which I've already shared with you, and also the learning part of the program. So all of this you will find in this particular link as well. In case you want to check out, you can see the basically upcoming cohort here, which I've shared with you, 20th April. This is a weekend batch, Saturday, Sunday. And the timings here as well, you would like to enroll here, talk to a learning consultant. You can basically go and check out all these details and the link which I've already shared with you. Going back to the slide here. For folks, basically, I've shared the link already on the chat here. So in case you want to check it out for your own region, once again sharing the link here in the chat, in case you missed it, and going to the part of the Q&A part of the session here. So let's just quickly browse through the questions here. Akash, I see that you have answered plenty of these questions here on the Q&A box already. Thank you for being so quick with those. We did get a lot of questions here. Maybe I would request you to maybe summarize these questions, because I see a lot of interesting questions which you have already answered and a lot of repetitive questions as well. So maybe I would request you to summarize all these questions for the attendees here, just to answer any queries they might also have, in their minds, which they might not be able to put.
See, mainly I want to add one point here now. A lot of people get the confused. Okay, can I learn the Java or JavaScript? Are there no? According to my experience, what I suggest now, see, if you are good in a coding now, if you love to do coding, are there no? Java is a good. And please remember, Java is introduced in 1990 now, and lot of application, lot of tools, lot of website enterprise level is Java is very, very good now. But some people tell now, and it is a very vast technology now. I'll repeat, it's very, very big technology. You need to learn. And in industry, remember, there is no shortcut. You need to learn. You need to learn. If you want to earn, you want to learn. Simple short, I can say mantra. Want to earn, you have to learn now. But when it comes to the JavaScript, if the people not that much good in a coding part, they like to do designing part good now, website related, all this, but less coding now. Then JavaScript is a good domain for that. So both are good in their level now. Some people ask even Python also. See, Python also good, easy to learn now. But Python, remember, introduced in 1990 now. But nowadays, if you see 5 to 6 years, a lot of people are moving slowly Python because of machine learning. That's a different domain now. So every language good in their place now. But you need to take the call. Okay, you need to check yourself. Okay, I'm in good in what? Okay, and you need to become expert in that technology. So here, Java good in a coding part, JavaScript good in a designing part.
I see one question here that how does monthly payment work? So we do have like EMI options and monthly payment options, for all the regions here. And for that, the learning consultants from Simplilearn, when they get in touch with you, they will be able to take you through in much more detailed options, which we have, which you can offer. So please do just nudge about it and mention about it, once they get on a call with you. And let's see. One question here is by Mrityunjay Singh Rathore. Says that is there any need to learn Java or JavaScript if we are practicing ethical hacking? Does that has any connection with Java or JavaScript, Akash?
Now, see what is happening when it comes to the ethical handling now, there are a lot of algorithms they provided now. See, try to understand these all the technologies are open source now. So what we are doing now, if you go to the Google, if you go to the YouTube also, you can learn self-learning also. We are not doing like that now. But what is happening now, you need someone to guide you now. So you need that much patience to learn self-learning. These are technologies are there now. But what we are offering now, because when it's stuck, no. So we need more time to resolve those all the problems are there. But there are some people they can do now. But what we are doing, we are already in experience in these fields now. We know real-time examples. We already develop a lot of application with different vendors, different clients are there. No. So there will give the good example based upon the requirements. So that's the difference are there. No, remember now. Okay. So open source technology, anyone can learn from anywhere. There's no restrictions are there. No. But when you do with some expert person who already working on this technology, number of years they are real-time examples are there, no? So that time we're learning, we will help on that too, how to proceed your no. So in short time, we can finish those technologies.
Thank you so much, Akash, for answering that, Mrityunjay. I hope that answers your question. And we have a lot of questions, folks. Please go and quickly check out the Q&A box because Akash has managed to answer, plenty of these questions here on the Q&A box. Please go and check it out. And with this, we'll be moving towards the end of the program here. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us. And from the enrollment interest we saw, for the full stack developer MERN Stack Masters program by Simplilearn, I think we'll be seeing a lot of you in the upcoming cohorts. So in case you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at askus@simplilearn.net. I'm just quickly sharing this email ID with you on the chat once again. Even after this webinar, in case you have any queries, please don't worry. Feel free to reach out to us at askus@simplilearn.net. And would like to thank Akasha for taking us through this free learn it live interesting session of Java versus JavaScript and talking much more detail about the learning paths and the career paths these particular streams have. So Akash, would you like to say something to the folks here before we end the session?
Oh, I'm ready to clarify there all doubts are there, no? The main always big questions are there, what Java versus JavaScripts are there, no? Which I already told them now. Java, good coding. You're from mainly the people preferable Java mainly from the B background. So when the person from the B background, maybe computer backgrounds, which I can say no, the preferable Java is very strong, no. And the people from non-programming background, which I can say BSc or other non-engineering background, we can say no. So for those people, are JavaScript is good, no. But again, I can't say if I'm from non-engineering background or non-B background means not to learn the JavaScript, not like that. So both are good in their place now, but more coding, more strong because Java is very vast technology. On top of that, Spring is very big technologies are there. So you need the more patience to learn that technology. JavaScript, easy, simple, but good in a designing part. If you love designing and less coding, then JavaScript is a good no. Where the main stack is there, MERN stack is there, or different stacks are available in the market.
Agree to that. Thank you so much, Akash. Once again, it's always a pleasure hosting you. For everyone, I have actually shared the email ID in the chat here. I'll just quickly share, if you want to, I see a lot of questions about if you can upskill free here. So we do have a platform skill where you can go and do that. And also we do a lot of these webinars, learning kind of webinars, throughout the week, throughout the month. You can go and check out. I've shared the link on the chat as well for that. And also once again, sharing the program link on the chat. So in case you have missed it, please go and check out the program link and you can share your interest towards enrollment there as well. Thank you so much, folks. We'll be ending the session now. We have a lot of other interesting sessions lined up, and you'll be seeing Akash as well, in the upcoming webinars as well. So thank you so much, folks. And we would love to see and, you in the upcoming course of this program. Thank you so much. We'll be ending the session now. Thank you once again.